You're listening to Cinema Red Pill, and this is part 2 of our 2016 comic book movie episode. Check out the description for a link to part 1 if you haven't listened to it yet. Otherwise, I'm back with Charlie and Joel, and we get straight to it with a discussion on X-Men Apocalypse.
I saw the end of the world. I could feel all this death.
Jean, it was just a dream.
You wander through the willows in the forest you have found.
I've been called many things over many lifetimes.
Trying to hide.
Ra, Krishna, Yahweh.
Ever since the world found out about mutants, there have been secret societies who see them as some kind of second coming or sign of God. They believe that tens of thousands of years ago, an ancient being was born, the world's first.
Mutant. You are all my children. And you're lost. Because you follow blind leaders. But I am here now. I'm here for you.
Wherever this being was, he always had 4 followers he would imbue with power.
Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You got that one from the Bible.
Or the Bible got it from him.
What is it? Oh, God. He can control all of us. The world needs the X-Men.
That's why I'm here. To fight.
Not all of us can control our powers.
Then don't. This is war.
Everything they built will fall! And from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one!
I've never felt power like this before.
I can't wait to hear about this because I had zero cares for that film.
One thing I dropped the ball finally. I don't know what's up. So maybe they're trying to imitate Marvel's. And then the whole making Jennifer Lawrence the main character.
She's fucking Katniss for mutants, man.
I feel like they should have made like Nightcrawler the point of view character. I knew something.
No, for me nothing. Okay, for me that movie had no reason to exist at all. Because with first, usually a good movie asks a question somewhere. That gives it its reason for existing. So with First Class, you had the question of mutants are coming up, what's their place in the world? Mm-hmm. So you had Sebastian Shaw who was like, we have been born to rule, and then you had Xavier saying, no, we can coexist, we should use his powers for good.
And Magneto?
Yeah, then Magneto was sort of this middle of the road guy who was... Magneto, in actually a lot of ways, was the protagonist of that movie, because he was someone that could be swung by either side. Then you have Days of Future Past, which now went further and asked, can mutants coexist with humans? And there's a future set in stone. They have this apocalyptic future where everything is fucked up because of the war between humans and mutants. So it's can we coexist? Can we change that future? X-Men Apocalypse, the question it asks is, how did Xavier become bald? That's the only question it asks the whole movie. Because it's about it's just about this dude called Apocalypse who goes to sleep, wakes up, and fucks stuff up, and then the movie ends. Mm-hmm. And it's nothing but this palette of references.
It could have been done better.
Yes,
Apocalypse
it could have.
Is the X-Men's Thanos.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
They could. I think if they had done Angel and
Nightcrawler
and even Jean and told it from their perspective, and
do you even still follow this timeline?
No, the timeline doesn't make sense.
What's up with the fucking timeline?
No, really, the timeline doesn't make sense. Well, like at the end of the Wolverine, Xavier shows up again.
And he does not explain.
Yeah, he doesn't explain.
And Wolverine asks him how you're alive. Like, it's not important.
Yeah.
We have other things to do. And they never answer it. We move on.
They hint at it in X-Men 3. Apparently, someone's consciousness could be transferred to a body.
They had that.
But it doesn't
they
explain.
actually, there was an end credit
Yeah.
scene with Moira and like Xavier seemingly waking up in another body.
So,
but apparently that timeline doesn't exist anymore.
after Days of Future
But
Past.
yeah, but then they also fucking
but
up that
Xavier
timeline.
shows up before Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
that's the thing is that Stinger still
Still
fucks up
confusing.
the new timeline because remember the end of Days of Future Past, Mystique captures Wolverine and she's like cloaked as
they don't follow that up.
and then all of a sudden she's Katniss in Germany and Stryker actually has Wolverine.
And she's like some kind of hero.
It's
Gandhi,
it's some stupid shit. Like Mystique is a bitch. She should not
she's an
be.
assassin.
Yeah, she shouldn't be doing shit like that at all. And I don't know why they set it in the 80s. Other
They
than
want
that,
to do the whole 60s, 70s.
but no one aged in 20 years.
Well,
and Xavier even says, "Oh, she hasn't aged a day."
But the
And
X-Men were big in the 80s.
No, fuck that. They only said 80s because
And
they're
the Nightcrawler had that Thriller jacket, Michael Jackson.
like the whole movie was just remember.
No,
The whole movie was just remember these
Actually, like
characters.
characters.
Remember the 80s. Remember what is it? The Empire Strikes Back.
That was cool.
Remember the
That
80s.
joke was cool.
That was bullshit, man.
That was a
Hey,
bullshit
that
joke.
was a cool
Considering
joke.
there was
That was
also the
bullshit
third
joke.
movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's like the writers knew the movie sucked. Like part 3 always sucks.
They
It
are
was
part
like-
three.
it was like
Then
meta.
fuck them
It was like
twice,
meta.
man. If they actually know
The
that.
third one always sucks. Because First Class, Days of Future Past was
Days of
okay.
Future Past was better, right?
Yes.
I don't like it personally.
Yeah, but
I
at
knew
least
they
it
dodged
had-
the bullet, but it was
No,
okay.
it had a point, and it took the story further on. Like
I didn't like that stuff of cutting between the future and the past.
Eh.
I only had
Fuck
issues
you,
with
guys.
just. I only just had issues with the timeline. The whole
They
thing
should
did
quit
not
that
make
timeline
sense
shit. Does it happen in the comics?
because apparently the guys in First Class are supposed to be before that timeline shit happens. They're already in the past where the Sentinels happy,
Well,
but then they're going back and like the whole thing is so fun.
they need that thing. They don't have a Kevin Feige. That's what these other studios. That guy is. He runs.
Kevin Feige is the
Yeah.
boss. He knows comic books.
As
Doesn't
in, he's the
make
one.
sense.
And that's why these movies. He's the one who connects
So
them.
like, what timeline is Logan going to be in?
Who knows?
No, they're just like referencing, like for comic book fans especially, they're just like, oh look, it's Nightcrawler, oh look, it's Angel, look, Apocalypse has
Days of
come,
Future Past.
it's Jubilee, look, it's
really
Wolverine in the
introduced
Weapon
a
X
ton of
headset.
characters.
That was cool. That was cool.
But there was no blood, that was
There was no
bullshit.
blood.
So it's not cool, it's the same shit we've seen before.
Guys, about that Quicksilver scene, which they redid from the... Do you care for it?
I liked it.
That dude is OP, man. That guy is overpowered.
It's overpowered, but
yeah.
for entertainment value, I feel
No, I liked it in Days of Future
I
Past.
like this one with Sweet Dreams
And wait, and when did
the dog. Like the movie sucks. First of the movie already sucks.
I slept through that scene, man? That was
It's like they tried to go over the top from the first one, and I didn't appreciate it.
Also, Quicksilver in the comics is like
he's an asshole, man.
he's like some kind of prince, like
Yes.
the fallen prince or the crown prince of Magneto's kingdom.
Yeah, and he
which
has
hasn't
this-
been translated to either.
Yeah, and he has this weird incest thing with his sister.
Ew, that's
With
creepy.
Scarlet Witch, who now they can't use because it's fucking companies, man.
But they can use that. That was her in Days of Future Past.
Yeah, but then I don't know. They have like this unspoken thing, which is why I think they killed Quicksilver in Avengers
So one
2.
has-
So I think
each
they have
have
this
one.
weird.
Yeah.
They
But-
have an incest thing going on.
Oh yeah, he has this weird.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
they
not
don't
incest
outright
per
say
se,
it,
but
but he
they are-
loves
they are-
his sister a
they are
little too
close,
much.
yeah.
They're like really close.
They're like Jamie Lannister. and
Like
Cersei.
sharing a bedroom close.
But
yeah,
more subtle.
it's more subtle.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it would be actually interesting to see that weird shit like play out. I would say like this, like Quicksilver the asshole.
Neither Quicksilver is on point. It's supposed to be an ass.
The one.
Supposed to have this princely like sense of entitlement.
Exactly.
Like, looking
Where
down on everyone.
does he get it from?
He's Magneto's son.
Yeah.
He's like...
And Magneto is also supposed to be like...
They were trying to bring that out in this film. Oh.
No, but here they're making him all sympathetic and... Oh, no.
And Magneto... I remember I even posted on Facebook, I'm tired of X-Men movies. Magneto always...
Dude is
like
fucking crazy.
That's the story every time. It's exhausting now. I'm literally exhausted.
And but like, why did Quicksilver tell Magneto, "I'm your son"?
They're saving it.
Fuck that. No. It would have made a lot more sense for Magneto to turn if he had one living kid. Wouldn't that have been like
turn
turn against Apocalypse? Otherwise, why? Because
Katniss
gave another
Magneto
speech.
flipping back and forth has also gotten old.
And they make him do that every single time.
Oscar Isaacs. I felt bad for him.
His whole face was covered. You hardly know he was
he's
there.
Supposed to...
Yet he's a really good actor.
Yeah. No, he was in a shit movie.
What a waste. It annoys me how these people get good actors and waste them like that.
Had potential. They just messed up.
It wasn't a good film. I didn't.
But it had potential.
Then there was Psylocke, the most useless character. Do you even know who Psylocke is?
Yeah.
I'm asking her.
As in the comics
movie.
or in the movie?
No, in the movie.
The one with the sword. She had some cool action scenes.
She's Angel's.
She had no point, but she had some cool action scenes though.
The non-comic person even remember her name when the movie ends.
Psylocke, eh?
They'd be like, oh, that chick was...
And then there was Caliban.
No, anyone will never remember this. Even me, I'm never remembering this shit. Never.
Oh, there was Caliban, and apparently he's going to be in Logan also.
Yeah, they said, yeah.
Same actor?
Who? I hope so. He was not bad. Caliban. See,
Caliban?
Exactly. You have to be a super nerd to know what the fuck is
really have no idea.
Caliban was that dude. Remember when Mystique was getting a passport for Nightcrawler?
Ah, the guy at the counter?
Yeah, the guy who was Psylocke's boss before she turned on him.
Caliban is supposed to be cool.
He's a dog-like character.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like a dog.
They should just turn this into a series. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is Suicide Squad.
Ladies, what if Superman had decided to fly down, rip off the roof of the White House, grab the president right out of the Oval Office? Who would have stopped him?
I want to build a team of some very bad people who I think can do some good.
Y'all jokers must be crazy.
I'm not just one of your many toys.
What?
Tell me what to do.
This is the deal. You disobey me, you die. Try to escape, you die. You got a boyfriend? You irritate or vex me,
I'm known to be quite vexing. I'm just forewarning you.
you die.
If they get caught, we throw them under the bus.
What a ride!
Let's play.
Come on, got some better dirt?
Light it up!
I love this guy.
Not good. Don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Are you sweet talking me? All of that chit chat's gonna get you hurt.
The back is ready to crack as he raises his hands to the sky. And the girl in the corner is everyone's fun. She can hit you with a wink of her eye. Oh, yeah! It was electric! Bye-bye!
What you gonna do? You wanna see something?
Yo, y'all wanna see
something?
Yes, I wanna see something!
I was just trying to get you there. No hard feelings, right? We good.
What you having?
Beer.
Whiskey.
What am I, 12?
How about you, hot stuff?
Water.
That's a good idea, honey.
Oh, you haven't seen...
Yeah, remember, he's supposed to form his opinion on it.
Oh, yeah, so give us your opinion.
Your random, never watched it opinion.
Should have been like a black exploitation film set in the 70s. Yeah. Characters like Bones Tiger. Like after the Vietnam War, something like that. Yeah.
No, continue. What's your vision of it? Like, what should the characters do? What type of problem should they solve?
The Suicide Squad, that means they send them for missions that are too dangerous. So, like that title implies Suicide Squad. Like, they should risk their lives.
Okay.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Okay, so do you envision them as like a team like the Avengers where they're fighting world-ending events?
No, right?
They're like war veterans, broken. And it should be set in the 70s. Because that's the
Why
comics
are you persistent
I read.
on
The comics
that?
I first read, the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, there was the version from the 70s.
Yeah.
Boomerang.
That's what they felt like.
Yeah.
Most of them were black, African American.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Bones Tiger, Vixen.
Yeah. Bones Tiger wasn't in this, man.
He wasn't in this. This is this other new version.
Yeah, this one is closer to the New 52. If you've read the
52.
Suicide, So
which they just got a bunch of villains and.
It wasn't bad. I wanted to see what's his name, King Shark.
I don't know that.
Like, you know that shark dude that like eats people. That dude is awesome. I'd rather had him. Here we had Killer Croc.
They made him a stereotypical black guy.
He was a black guy. That was actually hilarious to me.
Was he from New Orleans?
No, he was like a New York. He sounded like a Brooklyn black guy. Is what he sounded like. It was completely out of place.
The only thing I remember him saying is he wants to watch BET. You saw that part?
Yeah. Fantastic.
But I knew this movie was going to suck from the get-go.
Well.
Speak your truth. Dig deep. Take it all out.
So those of us that watched the movie were treated to a 20-minute trailer with music. So they pretty much was an assembly line of origin stories, like here's this character and with stats. So everyone had like stats and like this is who they've killed, and they had like an origin story all with different music from Star-Lord's awesome mixtape. Just in one assembly line. So the first time you see it, at first you're like, oh, this is cool. Like they started with like neon lighted like credits, like I'm talking about the very beginning.
Before they start the whole intro
before
part.
you realize, oh no. And then that ends, and then it just turns into this, just the most contrived thing ever. They fight like faceless, like waves of faceless henchmen, and there's this witch enchantress who is like trying to take over the world. And then she like enlists the help, like her sidekick is her brother. But the brother looks like an extra. He's literally like an extra you'd pick out of a crowd, and she gives that guy powers. And then he's the Avatar, this horrible CGI giant. And then they like take over, I forget, is it Mel something city? I forget what. So like they pretty much like crash the Suicide Squad into this city so they can take her out somehow. So you have Harley Quinn armed with a baseball bat, which is cool, but for this kind of threat you're like, how? No. You have Deadshot.
Suicide Squad shouldn't be on that. It should be
exactly
small, and it should be like these guys with their personal problems.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
And I've only read one comic.
Yeah, like
comic,
yeah.
And I haven't seen that movie, but
all of them are like fucked up. It's like this fucked up R-rated thing. Even it's like sex, death. You should watch. Have you watched the animated Suicide Squad?
Course, and I loved it.
Like I rewatched it after watching Suicide Squad. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. You watched
Assault on Arkham?
No, but still, like I think they should bring back the old characters, Bones Tiger. It should be like black exploitation.
Well, that can't really work today, though.
Yeah.
It can be like
people would think they're black.
What do you call it? Like a thing. Tarantino does them.
That is way too clever, man. For
you know, you
this
keep
kind of
saying
superhero
that
movie.
the thing is way too clever, but
No, for this superhero movies.
Look at Deadpool.
Was Deadpool clever?
No.
Deadpool was effective at doing exactly what it needed to do.
It wasn't clever.
It was clever enough.
No, it was effective.
It wasn't clever.
It was effective. It did its job.
Wasn't clever.
That's not
The
clever.
Dark Knight.
No. I just like Nolan and how he does his stuff. He's just
You can do this stuff seriously. Even Winter Soldier
he
is
takes
going
it serious.
for. Winter Soldier and Civil War are going for.
Except Winter Soldier still had like a foot in the Marvel-ish universe of the tropes.
I think those people have control of how their tone goes.
And Civil
Well, yeah, they've
War
proven
is
themselves a
deconstruction.
success. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you can audiences and
This is like Warner Brothers who think they're making smart movies. Like Batman versus Superman.
But
whose themes are too big for people to understand.
Their problem right now is they're trying to be more Marvel-like, aren't they?
Yeah, now they are because they feel they didn't make enough.
Did you see the story of how it's the guys who made the trailer, the ones who they let edit the entire thing?
That's for Suicide Squad.
Yeah, for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Because it appealed to people, so they made it more fun.
Yeah,
That
because
was
here's what
sad to
happened.
read.
I think David Ayer, because you saw his last movie, the one with tanks, the one with Brad Pitt. There's this movie, Fury. Did you watch Fury?
Yeah, Fury.
Yeah,
is
Fury
so
was
cool.
awesome. It was dark and it had that nice sense of humor about it. So I think he was going to do something more in that line. I think his original Suicide Squad was dark. Then Guardians of the Galaxy came out and everyone was like, oh shit, we need to make it like funnier.
Yeah.
Let's throw in all these songs, these pop songs from the 80s. Then Deadpool came out and they panicked again. So like you have, and then they did a bunch of reshoots. So you have this mish-mosh of like a bunch of things, and whatever David Ayer's vision was, it's completely lost. There's only one good scene I liked, which I'm sure he's the one that directed it.
Which scene is that?
Where they're in the bar and they've like given up and they're like having drinks. It was just the characters chilling out, but then you got to like see the actual characters. And then they have that cool moment where like he like switches off all the chips that are in their heads, like, oh, you don't have to come and save. It's supposed to be that moment where like, oh, you can be real heroes and do it because bad guys can be good guys too, some stupid shit like that.
And then what happens?
But then like Boomerang like bails immediately. It's like, okay, like bails on them like he's not going to fight.
But how
which was awesome.
Who was Boomerang? Jay Courtney.
Jay Courtney. That's the best role I've ever seen him in.
Really?
Yeah.
He had like 10
really
minutes
shines.
of screen time though.
Except he ripped off Deadpool. Guess what? He has a unicorn as well. He has a fetish for a unicorn. I wonder where they got that from. That lucky guy is his jacket. But yeah, as Boomerang, he's great. Will Smith for me was the best. People are a little iffy on him. But he was the strongest character. I think he's
No,
he was.
He had such little screen time.
Yeah, but
his character didn't even get to throw a boomerang. When did he ever throw
but
a boomerang?
He had the backstory with the daughter. He had this
Wait,
whole thing where he was...
who are we talking about?
No, Will Smith. No, not Boomerang.
You
Boomerang
scared
had
me.
nothing. Boomerang, his
He
origin
had
story
zero
is that...
screen time.
Yeah, his origin story is that he's captured by Flash.
Yeah, imagine.
And that's Flash's what second appearance?
Okay, if you're talking about Deadshot, there I get what you're saying.
Deadshot had a story. Harley Quinn... I think they intended to go darker. Stories came out where they said they cut out a bunch of scenes where Joker was abusing
You have to talk about Joker having zero screen time.
Yeah, I wasn't sold on the new look, like at all, like Jared Leto's Joker. But I was willing to give it a chance. Like,
You've seen him in the trailers, right?
Yeah, but the dude put a lot of work into that, but they cut out all his shit.
What do we have here?
What are you gonna do? You gonna kill me, Mr. J?
What? Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
He's in a recourse video as the Joker. You haven't seen that video?
I haven't seen that. Yeah, but it's a very...
club.
Yeah, it's a very tame Joker. It's a PG-13 Joker.
Really?
Yeah. He's supposed to be, I guess, like a flashier, more out there version of like the Heath Ledger. The Heath Ledger one was more steeped in reality and whatever. This was supposed to be more of a comic book one, but their decision was to make him a gangster, which isn't what
He was
Joker
like a
is. Yeah, he was like
even in the
he was like running a club and shit. Like
there are many like.
Yeah, I know there are many versions. Yeah, I wasn't to my liking, and then again they butchered it in editing.
Was
completely.
Batman's not true.
Yeah. He featured in some scenes where he chases them. He features in Deadshot's origin story. But stupid little girl gets in the way. Like his daughter is all like, Daddy, I don't want you to kill or whatever. Then like Batman corners them, and like Deadshot gets the jump on him and is going to blow his brains out. And that little girl like steps in front of the guy's like, no, Daddy, no.
That was late.
Then he gives himself up. Basically,
Deadshot,
because his daughter, because he doesn't want to kill in front of his daughter.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yes, it's
that
cool.
Means he wants
No,
to have killed Batman.
I'm jamming that thing. I did like that scene.
He could have killed Batman.
No, but it solidified how much he cared about his
and how much
daughter,
of a badass he is.
and it set up his whole redemption story.
And he's a badass. He had.
He
can tell stories about.
Assault of Arkham. They didn't throw that child down our throats, but we still felt her impact.
Yeah, the comic book is the same. She's in the background.
They throw her down our throats like, oh, she stood there. Don't
they
do
did
that.
It just because Guardians of the Galaxy, man. You have to be bad, but not too bad. But they're supposed to just be assholes who like keep dying. Like a buttload. Every mission they go on, the joke is they die. And the character they kill off is Slipknot. Very throwaway character. And it was so obvious because he arrives randomly, he's given no origin story, and he bites it like 2 seconds inside of their mission.
Meanwhile, another character.
But it's funny how Boomerang like talks him into like bailing. It's like, they're just joking about those chips in our heads. You should bail, you and me. Let's go one. So he still like bails alone and starts jumping, and they like explode his brains. So that was kind of.
Katana was wasted. You saw how they
Katana.
introduced her.
She's a quiet badass. It's okay.
Last but not least, let's go on to Doctor Strange.
Stephen Strange. Might I offer you some advice? Forget everything that you think you know.
You're a man looking at the world through a keyhole. You've spent your life trying to widen it. Your work saved the lives of thousands. What if I told you that reality is one of many?
I don't believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief.
You wonder what I see in your future? Possibility.
Why are you doing this?
There are other ways to save lives. So much you don't know.
Fresh enough. Very, very fresh.
Yeah.
You watched it recently, didn't you?
Yeah, opening.
Okay, I'll go first. CGI, right? The effects were super cool. That one's undeniable. Why do you look like you're denying it?
No, I'm listening.
No, you first say undeniable. If he denies, you'll deny it.
Those scenes were so cool, just from the start.
Actually, from the start,
when
that's
you even
simple shit.
The
like
ancient one.
Yeah.
It really sets the tone of how it's going to be super cool. I like seeing those buildings over time. They were cool. They were seamless. They were nice.
But should they have done that Inception stuff that
I like that Inception stuff. I liked it early.
They pitched it as Harry Potter meets Inception in the Marvel universe.
Except it was just Inception meets Inception.
But you people,
But it had Harry Potter like the
yeah, their
but
magic,
better.
their magic was very Harry Potter.
I liked the cloak. Yeah, the cloak. The cloak was a character.
That's kind of like
the best
Harry
character.
Potter's invisibility kind of thing.
Yeah, I liked Benedict Cumberbatch. It was like at first I was scared they would do like could be like discount Tony Stark.
He is.
No,
he's Tony Stark with magic. He's Tony Stark with magic.
Tony Stark has never been that arrogant.
Tony Stark. Tony Stark is arrogant.
Yeah,
but he's so charming. You love him.
Yeah,
but the way Benedict Cumberbatch plays it, he's just an ass that you hate him.
Yeah.
No, he's a lovable ass.
He's not a lovable ass.
Maybe it's a homo thing because of the looks.
He was actually a lovable ass. On my perspective, he was completely
what about that shit he said to
Tony Stark. And that's the thing that annoyed me. He was a straight up asshole. And what kills me is in the end they make her be kawa with him. He didn't earn that shit. That's where I have problems with that. No, how did they show us that she's used to that shit?
They mentioned in a passing line that we used to be in a relationship.
Yeah, and it ended.
Yes, and it ended.
But she's still in love with him. Or some shit like that.
He never earned that. He never earned his magic. Please tell me you noticed.
I didn't get
fast.
I didn't get Hall still in love with him.
No, she did. No, she was. Why should bring him meals and shit, man?
Yeah, that's just like
that chick is
hooked
on that game,
her to
man.
burst.
Yeah.
And then she still comes back.
That's
Aren't you tired of that trope?
Friends don't do that. That's love. The one you don't want, but it's there.
That's a shitty portrayal, really.
Yes, it is. Amy Adams for me was too talented to be in that role.
Thank you.
I would have given her a Marvel superhero. Rachel McAdams. Yeah, I would have given her like a superhero in like an actual.
Yeah, she can carry.
Yeah, she can carry a whole movie. But I liked like the entire first act, the whole accident thing played out nicely. Him crushing his hands, I like that. It's now when they get to it's Kamartaj, yeah, where it goes for training, where I started to
things
get a little.
Things go too fast, man.
Yeah, because
that power.
The way it starts, the whole mind thingy where it's like plunged through like a shit ton of universes and realities. That was cool. But then his actual learning is like reading a shit ton of books in like it feels like a day. Like
but they explain it. He's a genius.
No, they explain it in like one sentence. Like, oh, he has photographic memory. Yeah. That's all we're supposed to buy out of this story.
Okay,
and then they even tell him you need years of training.
No,
but then they say that
when
photographic
these
memory.
guys find him when he's doing that shit with the apple.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able.
Oh yeah, the damn thing. But that was like a special talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like shouldn't be able to do this even. Then like they hint at it like maybe.
They hint at. You know, one of my worst.
Yeah, but then why didn't they follow? Yeah.
It's the mountain thing. You know when he comes out of the hole, guys.
Actually, I thought he was going to like stick around there for like quite a while.
They didn't even let him stick around there for 5 minutes. They just let him come out of that shit.
And there was also no like spiritual awakening. There was no moment where it's like I finally buy that shit and I'm not like in it.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he just gets to coast through things as an asshole. And it's like, oh, I've learned all these cool powers, but I still want to go back and live an ordinary life for some reason.
Maybe he doesn't buy it yet, or
yeah, but
he just
like,
kind of good.
But I wish I'd like gone deeper into that whole destiny thing, because in the comics I think there's like a version where the Ancient One has like a vision of him or something. It's like the Sorcerer Supreme.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, she starts he becomes
sense.
like the new favorite, and then Mordo gets jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been so okay with just this story of these guys.
That sounds better.
In Kamartaj, and this dude becomes jealous of this guy, and then makes some mistakes at the end, becomes a villain, and this guy rises and becomes Sorcerer Supreme.
I like the story. I like that beef being between.
But then
that dude.
it's like too much shit happening because now you have another weak villain, Caecilius.
Thank you, Caecilius and Mads Mikkelsen. Isn't he the best?
He's the best.
They wasted that character. That guy has a way he can be suspenseful and yet passionate. they wasted that dude with just absolutely nothing.
Like there was too much shit going on.
Yeah, but I don't feel he was wasted. I feel Doctor Strange.
No, he was wasted.
I feel he enters the conflict, the story.
No, he doesn't enter. He gets thrown in.
Yeah, he gets thrown in,
but not in a good way. Because when he gets thrown in, you forget this whole story where he's supposed to have this arc. Because like as a doctor, you have this whole thing where he only like takes the cases that he knows he can win. He never goes into an unwinnable situation, which I was willing to stretch at the end where he goes into an unwinnable situation with Dormammu. It wasn't as prominent
it could have been.
because it got lost in all this other shit.
Yeah.
Look at all these effects, all these fights.
But
you forget that he's giving up something by dying.
But it ties together the ancient one, like taking power from the dark. Is it the dark dimension?
He
also had to make a deal with Dormammu.
Yeah, that concept was interesting. Yeah. And even Mordo like turning away from them because of that. That was interesting. And the Wong character I liked as well.
Mordo.
Wong.
Oh, Wong.
Oh, Benedict Wong.
Yeah,
he had
playing
such
Wong.
little screen time. Yeah, I like that play. I didn't know he was
he'll make
Wong.
a good sidekick like going forward.
But it's okay, he doesn't have the spiritual awakening.
No, he does. Because he's supposed to be this like cynical unbeliever who doesn't believe in anything like bigger than himself and is unwilling to dedicate to something bigger than himself. So he has to have that point where even us we feel okay, yeah, we're in. But we never have that. He just sort of throws in, uses his powers, and I'm doing a thing now, I have to save the world. And you just forget whatever happened.
I'm okay with us not having that moment. That means he also hasn't had the moment. And they could save it for a sequel.
Save it like when he's learned all that shit. It doesn't make any sense.
He's a genius.
They just handled it badly, but the movie still isn't bad. Like it has a lot of the pitfalls of all the other Marvel movies, like bad love interest, bad villain, like all that shit. But still, I liked it.
Can I talk about something?
Yes.
The prospects of Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah. That's shaping up to be a
I love
nice
that
movie.
reveal too. Like,
I'm actually wondering what the story is now. I thought
they're looking for Odin now.
No, yeah, but I know like supposed to be the end. And I thought, like in the comics, it's what's his face dies. Is it Bolin? Who's that dude? Boulder, yeah. Like, so I don't know if Boulder is dying here.
But we don't have a Boulder in the MCU one.
There is. He's one of those throwaway sidekicks that keeps showing up in the Thor movies. Fight with him. He's in that band.
No.
He is. I think Boulder is one of those guys.
No, there's.
Isn't Boulder that guy who was played by a different actor in the second movie?
What are they called? They're called Thandro, Hogan, and...
I only know Hogan.
And the big one is...
Isn't Hogan the big one?
No, Hogan is a Chinese one. Then Thandro is that... the Robin Hood looking...
Or the Errol Flynn type
and then
guy.
the big one is... That's the big one.
So it hasn't been any Boulder?
No, Boulder. There were rumors like it was the wind cast Tom Welling. But that's a while ago.
Tom Welling.
That hasn't been a Boulder. Those are the Warriors 3.
Okay, stop speaking gibberish.
Okay. Yeah, I like that scene where the beer kept feeling.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That's very Taika Waititi, right?
Yeah,
you know him, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, guys.
Yeah, okay.
We get to the finish line. Joel, you're the one who starts. Give us your ranking. Worst to best.
Yes, worst to best is better. Worst for me is X-Men Apocalypse.
I can't believe it.
Fucking hate that movie.
Next
is Suicide Squad.
Next?
Style of a Substance. Then number 4 is Batman v Superman. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I was expecting nothing. Third is Doctor Strange. Then Deadpool. Then Civil War at the top. Because that pretty much nailed everything. Perfect. Yeah.
I'll give mine from best to worst.
Okay, what's your best to worst?
Best. They nailed it. Deadpool. What's the third one? Doctor Strange. Then the others are there, and the worst is Batman versus Superman.
So what
are the others?
What's better?
X-Men.
Suicide Squad and X-Men, which one was worse?
I haven't seen Suicide Squad.
Oh, you haven't seen Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
So I'll just put all of them somewhere there. Okay. I didn't hate X-Men as much, so it will be my 4th.
Okay. It's better than BVS.
Yeah, BVS is the last, and then
Yeah.
Suicide Squad will be the 5th.
Okay.
Cool.
Probably because we haven't seen it. Now, I can't believe I have the 6th the same as yours because I was like, fuck, these boys are going to kill me for having this at the last.
No,
but yeah, X-Men Apocalypse is my worst. I absolutely had no care for it. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, I really hated Jesse Eisenberg. I see people compromise with him, but fuck, I could not stand that guy. That's one thing I think I can't watch the extended cut. I just can't stand seeing him again. Suicide Squad is my number 3 to 4. But that beginning sequence, that's the worst way to try to tell a story.
Yeah, at least we knew what we were in for after that. So.
No, I expected more. Like, I didn't expect them to diminish my expectations of that. It seemed like a simple story, doesn't it?
I haven't seen it.
Like, just have a Black Ops thing. The way he keeps saying it, like, just
I didn't expect the end of
Go simple, good Deadpool simple.
Which is why I think they didn't show us a hint of like the villain in the trailer at all.
They do.
No, not really. Because you don't really know. You see them fighting faceless goons, but you don't quite know because for them it's
were too faceless. Anyway, number 2 is Deadpool. Not the greatest, but it was good enough. And of course, number 1 is Captain America Civil War.
Which was Doctor Strange.
Wait. Doctor Strange comes after Suicide Squad. I didn't see that.
Okay.
After Suicide Squad comes Doctor Strange. It was good, but not better than Deadpool or Civil War for me.
Okay.
It was just good enough. I had too many problems with the Matt Mikkelsen character, the Rachel McAdams character, and the getting the powers too fast. Nah. But Deadpool is second, then Captain America Civil War. Yeah, that's my order.
Though before we go, we should give Doctor Strange props for
For?
the ending.
For what?
No, the ending wasn't like, let's throw fists at each other and explode buildings. It was just this clever thing.
Do you know the best thing about it is that they first make it seem like that?
Yeah.
No, they show up
after it is done.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
And then the whole thing is just going to keep trolling you until you go away. That's
troll
nice.
thing was too cool. Major props to Deadpool.
Yeah, but kind of stupid.
No.
Dormammu was.
No, Dormammu looks horrible, man.
And also treating him like that. That's kind of, he's supposed to be this ancient, and you pull something like that on him, but it's car.
No, but it would be annoying for you too if you're stuck in a time loop for eternity.
Yeah. But you're supposed to be this, and that's how they get you to.
Yeah, but I think they dropped this whole thing of everyone's a slave to time, and like his world was somehow exempt from it. So bringing time into his world, that was like its one weakness. So that's clever. It's like set up and not bad.
Okay, this has been a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Did you have a blast?
Yeah, definitely.
Hope we can do this another time with another topic. Charlie, did you have a good time?
Fun.
You do not seem genuinely saying.
No, we should give each movie
more time,
like
Batman v Superman. Oh, you guys had too many problems with that.
I totally want to do the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
I hope now you said we need to do that. We should do that.
We need like a whole episode.
We need to do that. Did you hate them?
Yeah,
we should do that.
No, I like the first one.
Yeah, now you're even a better voice because it seems you hated the first one even more.
I like where they were going with it, like the lizard.
No, that was shit. That was the shittiest part.
They were trying to ground it
in shit. Because it developed into a plot about gassing the city and turning them into lizards. That's stupid.
That is what the lizard. That's what he always tries to do. He tries to turn.
Except here it was dumb. Have you seen the episode in the old Amazing Spider-Man, like series.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah,
it was deep.
Yeah, that was some deep shit. Like I watched it randomly on, was it Disney XD or something? I was like, shit. It was like some tearjerker stuff. Because it was a Jekyll and Hyde story, sort of. It was really nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. And this was shit.
You guys will be more for more comic book nerding out.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we should do classics as well.
Yeah, I don't know what classics.
We should do a
Charlie
countdown of
is
chick
into.
flicks because I know you love chick flicks.
Stupid. Very, very stupid.
What a chick flicks?
It was Mr. Right falling in love with a girl.
All that good shit.
Fake shit. No.
Like
but
that,
anyway.
Like is it the Notebook?
Fuck the Notebook so hard, man.
That stuff is the reason people are delusional. It's painful. Anyway, okay, guys, this is it. You've been listening to Cinema Red Pill. This is our 2-part episode of Comic Book Movies of 2016. I'm Sharon.
I'm Joel.
Charlie.
Thanks for listening. If you agree or disagree with any of our views, email me on sharon@cinemaredpill.com. Thank you.
Cool. Live long and prosper.
Say more. Charlie, you're the worst.
May the force be with you.
Excelsior.
Better to have loved and lived than not to have lived.
You wanna know my name, then go and tell the Sarge. You wanna know my gang, Suicide Squad. Pistol on my waist, I might make a mistake. Dead shot, headshot, oh my God, am I crazy?